What is going on, guys? It's Bumpstar, and today we are finally playing all the mods 10 to the sky. I've been super excited about this pack. I've played all the mods 10 extensively, and I've really wanted to get into this, start recording it, do a let's play, and just have a ton of fun. My first playthrough here is going to be a let's play, but I do plan on possibly making some guides in the future on different mods and different things to do within this pack. It has just launched today. I am home from work. I have a long weekend ahead of me, and hopefully can get a lot of recording and editing done and start getting this stuff out to you pretty quickly. So if you guys are here, thank you for watching, and let's just go right into this. So I haven't looked at this pack at all, other than just kind of paying attention to the Discord. I know some people got beta access pretty early, or a dev build, and was very excited when I heard this was coming out today. So first things first, we have to type /skyblock-GUI, and we have to create a team. Let's name it Let's Play. And now we have some templates to pick from. So this edition of a 3D model to see the island is pretty cool. This first one is called A Simple Life, and it looks just kind of like a basic kind of medieval style house. Got a little guard tower here. That looks like a farm set up in there, a little animal pen. You know, nothing too fancy, kind of simple. Probably not my cup of tea. Next is the witch cottage. Big circle, nice little witch cottage right in the middle here. Doesn't look like there's any water here, unless that's water. It might be, that looks like it could be water. But just a nice little cottage in the middle there. We have our default basic skyblock, which I might do later on through a different playthrough. But for now, I'm going to skip it because I'd like to get a little bit of extra resources from one of these other templates to start out with. So I'm not spending forever getting basic stuff going like dirt. We've got Sanguine Sanctuary. Looks like we've got some water here. This looks like it's an underground cave. And a nice big house here as well. That's kind of cool looking. Steve's Staycation. That looks to be some type of small structure. Is that an RV? Yeah, I think it is. We've got a little picnic bench there. There seems to be a path. This underground kind of looks similar to the Sanguine place. Like this overall kind of looks the same. Yeah, you got your little grate there with an underground right here. So I think that's the same with the water. Like this is the same build. Just a different thing here. Oh, okay. A giant pig. This is Piggy. Essentially kind of the same thing as the basic default area. It looks like you just get a tree and some grass and a giant pig to build on. And that's about it. I think I'm gonna go with Steve's Staycation just because there's a lot of open space. And you know, a small little area here. I don't know though. That Sanguine place is pretty nice too. It's the same exact build. It's just this has a giant build on top of it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Steve's Staycation. So let's go ahead and create. And now we are playing on a single player world. So not a server. Nope, we got a nice ceiling fan here. This is, yeah, 100%. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice door. It's 100% an RV. There we go. Got our van life going on here. That's perfect. I'll take it. So let's go ahead and get up here. Nice little McHouse furniture. Got some storage there. Nice little cooking oven here. We got a cookie jar. No cookies. Some plates. Some tile here. We even got our little bunk bed. Got that set. Our ceiling fan there. Ooh, and our garage door. That's kind of nice. Oh, a nice little chair that we can sit in here. Enjoy the view. Hang out. Perfect. Cutting board with a picnic bench. We got some pancake. Is that a... Oh, that's a soul. Okay. I thought that was a bee for a second. What is this? Oh, our underground. That's awesome. Nice little quick entrance there. Nice big area to build in. This definitely screams maybe some R's and things of that nature down here. Keep this kind of as it is, just add some magic around everywhere. That'd be kind of cool. Let's see, what do we got over here? This looks like the outside entrance. Nice little path here that leads to the edge of the world. Nice flowing river that looks like real water, so that's nice. I haven't noticed any fake blocks yet, so that's definitely a nice benefit there. We got here a little sewer grate. That's pretty cool. Ooh, is that a chest in here? A chest with nothing. Okay. I'm assuming they're probably gonna add something to that, because it kind of feels weird for there to be a chest there. And so much moss. But all of this seems to be grass blocks, packed mud. It doesn't look like anything is fake, so perfect. First things first, we're gonna go ahead and break all these leaves and try and get some saplings going. Some wood and perfect, some oak saplings. And let's check out the quest book real quick. Welcome to All the Mods 10, now in the sky again. Creating teams, we know that. And quests. Let's go ahead and make sure to set our home. There we go. Got that done. And all the mods that have quests built in already. Anything new here that's different from All the Mods 10 since I've played it? Doesn't look like a Zycraft quest line. That's cool. Balloon on a stick. Just in case we need some early basic flying. Of course, we got modern industrialization, railcraft, power, pneumatic craft, Oratech. Very excited to get into that. Mechanism and reactors, foregoing, hostile, extreme reactors, applied energistics. I wonder if this pack has refined storage in it. Because I haven't played with it yet, and I'd really like to. Just basic armor and storage quest, and yeah. So the only thing different, I think, is the Oratech. I don't believe that was in All the Mods 10 when I played. But let's look at the Skyblocks quest line. Got Chapter 1, Tips and Tricks, Bounty Board, Food and Farming. From what I've seen on the Discord, the Chapter 2 and the All the Mods Star quest lines aren't out yet. But I do believe the All the Mods Star is in the pack. You can get there. So this is going to be the first thing. Very confusing quest layout. Hopefully they clean this up a little bit, because it kind of seems very sporadic. I enjoy when my quests are kind of in a line, in a linear sense, where this is just kind of a giant web, I guess. Getting started. Just saying, hey, we're in a skyblock pack. And this whole quest line here is going to get us started. Like I've said, I've only played one other skyblock and haven't gotten super far into it. So I'm not sure how All the Mods does the skyblock stuff. So we're going to pretty much just go directly through this starting area to get started and get used to it. And then we'll move on to all the good mods. So chop it like it's hot. Already got our tree cuts. We'll take some sticks, a sapling, and some experience. And we do have the twerk to grow, which from what this is saying, it doesn't seem like we're going to need a hoe in our hand. Use dirt and a sieve to get seeds. Okay, so we're going to have to do some sieving, which I believe is this stuff here. Which I think, okay, we're going to need to get some strings going then. And barrel of laughs. This barrel is one of the most important ways to get materials in this pack, second only to sieves. These can make clay using water, soul sand using witch water, and even create dirt from saplings and leaves. These will fill with water when they're raining. Okay, so we're definitely going to want some barrels. Let's add that to our line here. Now add milk or water to a barrel, or milk and water to a barrel to create slime blocks. That's convenient. The stone barrel can hold lava, unlike the wooden ones. With this you can make blackstone and other things. If we right click on it, we can see what can be made in here. So lava and water create obsidian, obviously. Water milk, you get the slime, you get netherrack, and blackstone, which is witch water and lava. Okay, and it even tells you what's consumed. So any witch water that goes in here is consumed. How do you make witch water? Putting water in a barrel on top of mycelium. More mycelium speeds up the process. Okay. So let's go ahead and plant this tree and let's just get some wood going real quick. Alright, so we got about a stack of oak, 37 sticks. Perfect. So now, to make a barrel, we need planks and one oak slab. So first things first, I think we need to make a crafting table on a stick. Hopefully that is in here. And there it is. Got our crafting table on a stick, and we need to set our keybind. And we're going to set that to our mouse button. And now we should be able to equip this in the crafting table on a stick slot. Hit that button, and now we have our crafting table. And we're going to need one more plank here. Bam, 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 bam. And to make our oak barrel. So I think we're just going to start by putting some of this stuff over here, because I have no idea how to use this yet. So now that we have our oak barrel, we get some more slabs. We're going to need to create clay, so we need to fill a barrel with water and right click with dust to get clay. So we need to make dust, which means we need to start working on cobblestone. But before we start doing that, let's make a crook. Crooks will give you a much better chance of getting saplings and apples from leaves, but it's also how to get silkworms. You will need these for string to further progression. Okay, how do we make our crook? 4 sticks, easy enough. Is that a silkworm? Perfect. Alright, let's break that. And then let's try and get a big tree. That's good. Pop a silkworm on there. Infest the leaves. It shows you the progress right there at the top. So that's fully infested. And I think it spreads. So let's go ahead and leave that. Yep, right there. So we're going to let that spread out and start getting some string that way. So while we're waiting for that, now let's go with cobblestone. Just like other skyblocks, you can get pebbles from shift right clicking grass, but here it works a little differently. You have a 50% chance for cobblestone pebbles and a 50% chance to get any other stone pebble. Okay, so shift right clicking grass. Okay. So I'm going to need an empty hand. I wonder if an auto clicker would speed this up. Not that I would use it, but like maybe. Alright, and now that we have shift right clicked the ground a bunch, we have some pebbles. Is it a 4x4? It is. Perfect. Alright, so we have some cobblestone. We have some blackstone. Cobble deep slate. Basalt. Andesite. Diorite. Perfect. And now with that, I think we need to make a couple chests here. And where should we put our chest? Probably just right here. And let's put all of our stone, and I'm going to try my hardest to stay organized. Am I going to? Probably not. But I'm gonna try. Now, does K work? Okay, cool. So if you hover over those and push K, it'll automatically push those to the compressed version. Alright, is this fully infested? Looks like it. Let's make another crook since that one's durability is pretty low and I don't want to like mess this up. And I guess let's see if Ultimine works. It does. Cool, so we have 25 string. So now we're going to need to do that again. So let's grab our saplings. There we go, 3 of them. That's crazy. Try and get a nice, decent size. Pop one infested there. Let's go ahead and plant another tree. Give you a silkworm. And let's plant one more. See if these two will touch. And I'm curious to see if that spreads. So we will find out. And let's go ahead and put one more tree down. Because these little fake bushes can definitely go anyway. And pop you right there. And let you guys turn in the string. Perfect. Alright, so now that we have cobblestone, we can make a hammer. To get resources, we will need to bust up our cobblestone into something we can sieve. This is where the hammer comes in. Place down the block you want to hammer and, well, hammer it. And then it looks like we can also do compressed blocks. And then the compressed hammer. Faster way of hammering for gravel or sand is by hammering compressed blocks. Normal hammers won't work, so you will need a compressed hammer. Which is going to be 9 hammers. So what is a hammer? 2 cobblestone and 2 sticks. Easy enough. Let's go ahead and accept that. We're gonna need a sieve, a mesh, and then gravel. So let's grab our cobblestone out. And let's make a hammer. And I'm gonna go ahead and say, let's just make a compressed hammer right off the bat. Hopefully it is something that can be repaired. You know, we'll make 10 hammers total, just in case. Now we have our compressed hammer, we have our regular hammer. Guess we need to compress a block first. There we go, both quests complete. So now we have compressed gravel and sand. Let's go ahead and put our compressed cobblestone down and break it. And that turns into compressed gravel. Now that we have compressed gravel, let's break that. Turn that into sand. And now let's do compressed sand. And we have 9 dust. Perfect. Let's pop all of that in there for now. And we're going to go ahead and put our books in there. I might just dump those to get rid of them, but we'll keep it for now. Let's check out these trees. Are they all fully infested? Yep, and that's spread, so that's good to know. We can just put a bunch of saplings down next to each other and get them going that way. Let's make some more of the crooks. And this one actually gave me more silkworms. Awesome. And we have a ton of string now. So let's go ahead and make 4 more chests. Because then we can put string here. Silkworms there, and put that in there. This will be our wood chest. Put you in there. Just to keep ourselves organized, let's go ahead and get some water going. So I need to figure out how to get water into this. Check out buckets. So porcelain bucket. It's porcelain clay, which is clay with bone meal. Okay, let's see. Water. Obviously ice with heat. Okay. Crucible. Leaves. Okay, so that's where I'm going to need the flint shears. So we're going to go ahead and make our first sieve. Slabs, planks, and a stick. One more plank. Let's put you right there. Let's make our string mesh. Sieving is your most common method of gathering resources in this mod pack. Countless useful materials can be acquired this way. You can sieve 25 blocks at a time by making 25 oak sieves and placing them in a 5x5 square. Right click in the middle sieve with the item you want to sieve to use 25 instead of 1. Each sieve in the group needs its own mesh and all meshes should be the same tier. Take some gravel and start sieving. Alright, we got our 2 flint. Get our flint shears. And I think we are 100% going to want to set up a lot more of these. So we are going to break out that terracotta at some point and just make this a big old square of sieves. So let's get our oak out. And let's get some oak leaves here. Just have a nice little 3x3 going. Perfect. So then if I put that there, awesome. Still not super quick, but it's definitely quicker than previously. Let's get our crucible made. Pop you down over here. And let's fill you up with some leaves. Alright, so now that we have water building up over here, I wonder if a bowl will be able to transfer. Can I pick up water from here? Okay, I can. Okay. It doesn't look like I can jump with a bowl of water. Yep. Alright, so can I walk up these? Kind of. Do I have to like crouch walk? Okay, so if I crouch walk with a bowl of water. Okay, but then how do I get it inside? I'm not sure. Alright, let's dig a little hole right here. Fill it up with water. If I take this... Okay, so how am I supposed to get water into my barrel? Because I need clay. Do I just have to wait for it to rain? I mean, we have an iron ore chunk from gravel, so am I just going to need to make a ton of cobblestone to make iron buckets? Because I'm not quite sure how to pick up that water yet. I think that's going to have to be the play. Alright, so we are going to just start spamming and getting as much stone as we can. And I will talk to you guys in a bit. Alright, so now I am exhausted. I spammed right click on the ground a bunch, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse. So now we're gonna compress them all down and start, I guess, sieving them. So now that we just K'd all of them, and I believe you can push Shift K to do even more at a time. And these books, I think, are just gonna need to go. Ooh, Fortune 2. When did I get that? I don't know, but got those. We're gonna go ahead and put that in there just to get them out of the way. So now we have a good amount of cobblestone. I believe the cobblestone, I believe some of these other ones can be used as well, but we're just gonna use cobblestone for now. So now if we open that up, we should be able to push Shift K on those. Now we have 19 blocks of cobblestone. And I'm pretty sure we can Shift K that as well. And now we have 2 blocks of ×2 cobblestone. So now we break those. And that is all gravel. And I don't think we can do compressed gravel in here. Let me see. Yeah, can't do compressed gravel. So for now, what we need, here's the gravel ores. All good stuff to have, but that is the 10% chance. What about dust? Dust we will get bone meal, gunpowder, Certus quartz, skystone, grains of infinity, redstone, glowstone. So we're definitely going to want to do dust as well. I think I want to make some more chests specifically for over here, just to try and keep this nice and organized. Alright, so what did we get from that? So this is going to be our dust chest. Got redstone, bone meal, blaze powder, Certus quartz dust, glowstone, grains of infinity, and skystone, as well as some gunpowder. Perfect. Now let's do our gravel. Alright, and let's check to see what we got here. We got some zinc, osmium, lapis, iron, tons of flint, tin, coal, aluminum, gold, lead ore, nickel ore, copper ore, silver ore, and some amethyst. Let's go ahead and grab this stuff from here as well. Like I said, I'm going to try and stay organized. Whether that happens, we'll see. So now how do we make a flint mesh? 4 flint with 1 string. Okay, so I'm assuming if I... How do I get that out? Shift click, okay. So how much flint do I have? Not enough to do all of them. Alright, so how does this work? I'm assuming it needs to be compressed in a 4. Can I do... Okay, so it's just 4. So, okay, that, and now we have iron ore. So now let's find out, is there anything that we can do to duplicate iron ore better? Ore hammer can make 2 iron dust. Okay, so it looks like I can squeeze it. And have a chance to get 3. What do I need for a squeezer? Block of iron. So I need 10 iron. Okay. So not quite there yet. So unfortunately I am going to need a lot more cobblestone. So I need to make a bucket. So let's make a stone pickaxe. And let's see how much iron I get from each of these. Just 1 each? Yep. I mean, hey, that's all I need for a bucket, though. I am going to need... Let's see, can I use cobble deep slate to make a furnace? I can. Perfect. Go ahead and put a furnace right there. Let's grab some coal. There's tiny coal in here. Tiny coal is in here. Perfect. And pop some iron in there. Tiny coal is amazing. It's great for early game because now you don't have to worry about wasting any coal. It breaks down and 1 piece of coal, 1 piece of tiny coal does a 1 iron ingot, and you're not wasting any extra coal doing this. So now we have iron, so let's make a bucket. Now that we have a bucket, we should be able to pick up the water, pop it in there. Let's get some dust, and this should make a perfect block of clay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make an infinite source of water. Infinite, if I could speak. Just put it in this corner right here. Now that we have clay, we can use our bone meal to make porcelain clay, which is just clay balls with bone meal. And we are going to need 7. And now we have our unfired porcelain. Pop that in here, fire that up. And then once we have this, we can start feeding it gravel to make a bucket of lava. And then once we have a bucket of lava, which we can even make a porcelain bucket, which is just 3. Do we have enough? I'm gonna need more bone meal, unfortunately. Which means I'm going to need to figure out, can I smash this? Oh, it's crushed deep slate. Okay. Can I do anything with crushed deep slate? I can. Doesn't look like it was anything new. I did get more iron chunks. Uranium. That's pretty useful. Oh, and I did get basalt, tuff, and calcite from that as well. Alright, so I have some more cobblestone here. I have some sand I can crush down. Let's see, diorite. Gravel, perfect. Got some grains of infinity, some more Certus, got some Zycraft stuff. Alright, so if we do this, turn that into a bucket. Let's fire that up. Now that we have that, we have our single torch. We'll go ahead and put this over here for now. Crucible there. And now to make lava, we just need to feed it. I think we're just going to need 4, so we'll just do 4 cobblestone. Let's get our bucket of water. And then what else are we going to need? We're going to need more cobblestone, some glass. So let's smelt up a piece of glass. And let's get to shift right clicking again. Alright, and now that we have that, let's go ahead and smelt up some of our copper and our gold. Put our gold ore out. Will I get anything more? Oh, I don't have an iron pickaxe for that, so I just made a mistake there. Those are going to go ahead and stay there. Alright, so now that we're just waiting on our lava to finish up here, we are going to do the fun part of pushing the shift key and right clicking. And we're just going to do that until we have a good amount so we can start sifting more while we are waiting. Grab a bucket of lava now. Got that. Let's go ahead and put 4 more in here, so we can get another bucket going. And let's make our stone generator. We just need lava on one side, water on the other side. That should create our cobblestone in the middle. Pop that right there. Oh, and of course that, okay, it did not consume the bucket. That's good. So we'll put our water right there. And now we can use this bucket for here once that lava's done. And we're definitely going to want to do more lava in general. But for now, until we have this going, we're just going to rock this one crucible, and we will eventually have more going, because we will then replace the bottom of this lava, or this torch, with lava, so that way it cooks a little quicker. In the meantime, we're going to Shift K our cobblestone, compress that down, and it is time to turn that to gravel and start sifting it. Let's smelt our copper ore down, which unfortunately isn't going to be great, but I'm going to place one down here and see if I get more than one when I break it. I do, okay. So definitely worth it. Oh, that should be enough for an ore hammer. Two more. Perfect. Grab some sticks. I think it's like this, right? Yep. Copper ore hammer. Let's grab our 2 iron here. That should now give us 4 iron. And now we can smelt that down. And I'm pretty sure we need 1 more iron, which is rather unfortunate, but I think our lava should be done, which means we now have cobblestone. So I think if I make a barrel, or actually, you know what? We're gonna go to functional storage, and we're going to make ourselves a drawer. And I believe if we put a drawer on top of here, beautiful. We now have cobblestone automated. So now we can grab a stack out, Shift K, place these down, crush that, break this back open, and our game just got that much easier. So I think that is it for day 1. We have finally started playing the All the Mods 10 to the Sky, got some resources going. Getting the cobblestone generator is a huge start, and now we can start automating quite a few resources. Well, not quite automating yet, but we're able to get a ton more resources and start pumping out some iron. We'll get a crusher going next episode to start duplicating that iron even more, as well as using the ore hammer to then double each raw iron, and start moving on to iron meshes, maybe some gold, maybe some diamonds, and yeah, start chugging along on this mod pack. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I will answer all of them. And let me know if I was completely missing something about the bucket and trying to transfer water, because, well, I feel like I was. But thank you guys so much for watching. Later.